One of you guys requested that we do a roommate's apartment renovation, and I don't think we've done this yet for our entire renovation of The Sims 4 City Living World of San Myshuno. So today we're gonna create an apartment for a couple of roommates, keeping in mind it's for some like young adult Sims maybe, moving to the city, moving to the fashion district. We've already finished this entire building. I love these 3 apartments that we've done. We've already done the penthouse over here as well. So what is left in the fashion district is only the Z-View apartment. So we have this one, which already has the karaoke legends in it. I mean, they're already roommates. And this building is so confusing because it like crosses to the other side when you go upstairs. So you go from here to over here. That's one we will do, but I think I want to start with this one. This one's got 2 bedrooms currently, and I just feel like the floor plan could be improved. It's actually a really kind of tricky floor plan because it's got this really long, elongated room here. Like, it's very narrow. Wow, double speakers, nice. And what's the information we've got on this place? Actually, let me go back to world view so we can read it properly. Okay, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Furnishings around 36,000. It's a quake zone, so occasionally there'll be a minor tremor here. Probably nothing to worry about. And it just says a highly modern 2-floor apartment in the heart of the fashion district. So it's gonna be highly modern for roommates. So I guess we're gonna go for more of a vibe of like affordable modern furniture in a modern building as opposed to like roommates in an old building with like vintage looking furniture. It's just gonna overall have a fashionable modern look. And that makes sense because we are in the fashion district. There's a massive kitchen over here. I kind of feel like the dining table doesn't really make sense with this huge kitchen over here. Like compared to the kitchen, which is massive, this is like the saddest dining room ever. Imagine sitting there with your roommate at either end of the table being like, can you please pass the pepper? Interesting this wasn't like centered on that wall too, and like only that window has a curtain. It's interesting. I always find it very interesting, the choices. It's like part of what makes this fun. And also this staircase and the railing do not go together at all. Like the staircase is light wood, very modern, and then this is like more of a traditional staircase railing that is darker brown. So strange. This could actually work as a really good stairwell, potentially. We might try and get the stairs there. Otherwise, it's just like kind of dead space, really. There's not much else you can put there other than... Oh, actually, maybe a skill building item could go there. That is outside. For some reason, I thought that was going somewhere. Oh, and we also have this big deck. Not a huge fan of this door because I don't believe it goes with the windows at all, especially when it's an ultra modern building. And yeah, we should do a little bit more out here. I think we're gonna have to keep that door in order to match the rest of the building, unfortunately. Or we could just, we could just lose it anyway and do a door that matches the windows. It's like one or the other, you guys. All right, let's go upstairs where the wallpaper does not match. I'm sorry, I feel bad. I feel like on the off chance the person who furnished this, who was probably given like every single apartment to furnish, they're like, I did the best job I could and I'm just tearing their work apart. Concrete flooring, interesting. I mean, the bench up here is kind of cool. I don't mind this idea. I probably wouldn't agree this wallpaper's that modern. I guess it depends where you are in the world, really. Like in Australia, it wouldn't be... Are there 2 lights here or there's just 1? They were like, we need to delete 1 light to get the item count down. And this bed is kind of, well, tartan is kind of cool, like with autumn colors. I don't know. There's a lot going on in here. I'm not really sure how I feel. But why are the doors so old in such a new building? I don't understand. It says it's ultra modern. Okay, then we've got a bed here. I don't think that has any bedside tables, and these lights are different heights too, which is creative. I like how the mirror creates a study nook over here. I mean, that does work. And I assume there's an ensuite in here with a very high towel. You gotta reach up to get that towel, folks. It's a little bit bizarre. This is interesting too. Both bedrooms have ensuites. Very nice. But what happens if you're a guest at the house? You'd have to go through the bedrooms, which isn't ideal. So we'll probably have like a shared bathroom and a separate bathroom, I think. Well, let's bulldoze the place. I think we're gonna go for a very different vibe entirely. Let's just do what I usually do, and that is create a blank canvas by just putting white on the walls. We'll update that later. And yeah, I wanna go with the ultra modern contemporary vibe they said this house had, or this property had. It would be great if we could get a staircase over here. If we can do that, that would be a better use of this space. At least I think it would be, which means we need like a landing up here. And sometimes this stuffs up a lot of the flooring upstairs, so hopefully it doesn't do that. Okay, so we'll change that staircase and deal with upstairs later on. And if we wanted to support these walls, you would have walls here, here, and here, which obviously doesn't make sense for us right now. But is that what matches downstairs? Yes, it does. All right, well, let's just get that to match the ones underneath. I think we should just build this flooring across. Just make use of that space, probably. And I can't see anything, so let us get some saucy sauces in here. Bam, bam. We'll perfect this later. This is just, you know, to brighten up our space a little bit. And we'll put some outdoor lights as well. Okay, so we've got our stairwell area. This could be an upstairs bathroom, actually. I would really like to not have the lounge room in this elongated area, just because I think it makes more sense to have a dining table here, because a dining table is long, so it kind of fits that space better, in my opinion. So if we just put a placeholder table in, have a nice dining area there, maybe even the kitchen here, because the kitchen should be close to the dining table, and then maybe we could actually have the lounge room over here. Like lounge room, kitchen space, you know, like that. Okay, maybe we have to open this up. Would this be weird? Yeah, the bifold doors don't look great. I mean, maybe we just kind of leave it open like that. And then in here you'd have your TV and a nice lounge. I mean, it's pretty massive, although we still have the issue of a bathroom. Maybe we could like squeeze a powder room down here, or a half bath, as some places call it. So you would just have your toilet and a basin. Oh, what does the front door look like? Oh yeah, it's got this really old looking door. Why did they do that? So strange. Oh well, I mean, we can use whatever we want. Put the move objects on sheet. Pop that there. And then this could be a lovely little study nook or skill building nook, whatever. It'd be good if we can try and keep the cost down, just because this could be a nice, like, first share apartment out of uni. Although wasn't it like $1,200 a week, which would be crazy. We'll see how we go. We'll try and keep the price down a bit. I mean, ideally I'd like that window to be right here, but we can put some shelving in. And then we'd have a TV. I mean, ideally, probably this one. I think they need to bring down the prices of the TVs. I've said this before, but I feel like when the game came out, the prices made sense for like flat screen TVs. But now maybe it's probably a lot cheaper. Oh, I'd love to use this lounge, but this is pretty expensive. This one's a classic for like affordable couches. I mean, if we were just having fun and I was doing whatever I wanted, I would probably go this or this or this, just because they're newer and fun. And the buccal trend is very fashionable. So I feel like the young folks living here would like a buccal couch. I think it's the most impractical thing ever, but it's kind of hard to buy anything else at the moment. And these are really nice too. This would be fun to do like a fashionable color. It's not giving me share house. Maybe the buccal's too expensive. I need to go like something more IKEA looking. I think the buccal couch is what they dream to have, but maybe this is the couch they can afford to have right now. But they were able to get the buccal armchair, which actually ties into this couch color perfectly. And given that these Sims live in the fashion district, they probably are good with colors. This rug is only $70, so that's a pretty good price. And can we find a cheaper coffee table? Pretty big. Maybe just this one. Like this one does look, it looks very nice. Oh, or this one we can get in this shade. Yes, beautiful. Okay. That's kind of roughly the furnishing vibe we've got going. They should definitely love their plants. Oh, I really want to have the nice curtains in this house. But we might have to go the eco lifestyle because they're more affordable. Ah, but the sheer curtains are everything. They're everything, I tell you. I mean, look, they're leasing in the fashion district. They have to be getting some good money. Oh my gosh, I was like, damn, there's no windows on this side of the apartment, but I haven't placed them yet. So we need to match what is below us. We'll go like this. And then, yeah, as I was saying, I really don't like this door. We can match it or we can match the windows. What should we do? Because this is like a perfect match to the windows when we put it in the correct color like this. I mean, I'd rather play with this, to be honest. And if you guys want to change it, feel free to. I say we just do that. Oh, we also need to match this flooring. Which one is it? Is it this one? Looks slightly different. This one? Not that one. Okay, this might take a hot minute. Is it this one? Oh, it's pretty close. I reckon it's this one. Or that one. I mean, this is very close. Maybe a shade darker. It's hard to know because they're on different levels. Oh, it's definitely not that. We've got large fancy tiles for these. There's no windows on that side. We could probably put a sneaky window there though, because it's not that noticeable that the others don't match completely. And then we gotta think about what kind of flooring. Modern apartment. There are a lot of apartments with concrete floors, but I think the light wood is really, at least in Australia, there's, I feel like a lot of the light wood around, or even the light beech wood. I think we did that wood though in the other fashion district apartment. I mean, this is quite nice. I was just having a quick look at some of the apartments in the city of Melbourne that you can buy off the plan. So buying before it's finished being built. So it's kind of like the latest trends. And it's really like a light mid floor color that they seem to be doing a lot of, with kind of ecru colors and gray marble. That's what's really hitting at the moment. So sometimes I like having a little bit of a look around and then applying it to my own game. I feel like we actually don't really have the tones that I'm looking for. Like, it's just not quite right. I think I just keep going for this one because it's the closest. It's almost like it needs to be in between these two colors. And I need like a gray marble option too. I remember when I was helping out with Snowy Escape, I said, can we please have cupboard doors on these? Because it's going to be really annoying to fill all of the shelves. I so wish that they had done that because I don't use these enough. I like some shelves, but some cupboards would have been like ideal. Wish these windows would come back to us. And then also we didn't really get cupboards to match them either. They had shelves, I think. We need really soft ecru colors. This is almost too sandy. Do we have anything softer? Oh, definitely not. Ah, this. A little lighter. Got more of a concrete look to it though than a painted look. They did some new colors for these creams. I mean, that's like pretty close, just with a skirting board. What if we combined these counters with these other counters? Like did something like this to get both the gray and the timber into the kitchen. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah. Those actually work really well together, surprisingly. Oh my gosh, I totally was not thinking about budget at all just now. Look, they're a bit more pricey than these. Budget's going out the window, isn't it? Oh, there's no shelves on this side. Interesting. We could do a half wall situation. This seems so strange. Oh well. Anyway, up a fire alarm there, and we like to have a heater typically near the front door, I think. You know, you can turn it on as soon as you walk in. I'm gonna keep this area pretty blank just to save on money there. And this is the cheapest desk. Well, other than this one. But I feel like this looks like a more affordable desk, like a trestle look and feel. But we better get them. A mirror would open up this blank wall. Oh no, we were gonna do shelving there, weren't we? Like the book nook shelving, perhaps? I love this, so good. Now, what should our feature wall be? That or this? That works. Oh my gosh, I just realized we haven't even done upstairs yet. In terms of the floor plan, that is, we haven't. Okay, we better take a look at that before we get any further along. Okay, so my idea was to have a bathroom up here. And we would obviously need to have some kind of balustrade too. I really like this balustrade, but I feel like glass suits this apartment building. Let's do the get together one. And then of course the staircase will match that. We pop that on. And I imagine we're gonna have to use up all of this space. So we could have a room here and we could have a room over here. It'd be great to get 3 rooms into this space, but I think it's just going to be a wee bit small. And just because of the window placement, it makes it quite difficult. Because yeah, this would be bad. I could extend that to make 2 bigger bedrooms and do a diagonal wall here for another door. Okay. And maybe this room has an ensuite somehow. Hard to squeeze it in there. Well, you can definitely get a double bed into here. And you can get, well, actually, it would be good to have proper built-in wardrobes. But again, the window placement is awkward for us. And so we did something like that and put a wardrobe here. Then that seems even more bizarre. So let's not do the built-in. Let's do just the regular. That'll fit. And then in this room, I want to be able to have a double bed in here and fit in an ensuite bathroom. These windows look like they would be in a bathroom. Ooh, could we go like that? Have a desk area over here, maybe? It could work. A little strange. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little squishy and strange. Or we make this room smaller. Oh no, we can't because of that window. What about this? For where the bathroom is. That works. Like if you're in the bedroom and you're looking around, it could be a room that exists, right? If I add a square here so it makes these walls even, it's like a corridor you walk down into the main room, which does look more balanced. And this could be the door that's on an angle instead. It's a tricky space, but I think I like what's going on here. It looks balanced to me. I prefer that instead of this where it's like wonky. But also, depending on how you furnish it, you can make it look more balanced too. So, you know, we have options. As long as we can fit in 2 bedrooms, I'm happy. Oh no, the rooms have messed up. We can't do any floor tiles. Why? Oh, build floor. No. Build floor? Glitch is so annoying. Build floor, build floor, build floor. No. Maybe if we load back in, we can fix it. We're gonna need 2 lights in here because it's a very dark area. Actually, maybe 3 lights. Let me see if I can fix this flooring. Okay, I found a fix for this and it's really bizarre. You actually have to go to the apartment next door, so 701 Zenview, and delete the staircase and then come back to 702 and then rebuild the floors. How weird is that? And then when we renovate 701 eventually, we will then rebuild the staircase, and apparently that's okay. Bit of a strange one though. I don't think I've run into that before. I do find this window placement a little bizarre. So I'll see if I could try and make it make sense, but I don't think I can. We'll just put curtains in and that will solve all of our problems. But don't you think it's weird how you have to like go from one side of the building to the other? I don't know if I'd say I dislike it. It's kind of cool. It is also a little bit confusing. What we can do is like make it look like the whole wall is a window. Do something like this. Yeah, if you get weird windows, you can always play around with curtains to make it look a little more normal. Yes, much better. I really like this, what is this? Small long bricks for down here just to break up the exact same wallpaper everywhere. Like a bit of this and a bit of wood. We could even add a drop of black in here as well. I mean, I personally don't really like that though, so let's not. Maybe the white wood looks better than this one. I don't know, they both look kind of good. They both work. I was just playing around with some of these more rounded lights. Maybe a little bit of a vibe, not sure. The rose gold. And then for the upstairs bathroom, do we want to put a shower here or a toilet? I mean, toilets usually, I think there's a rule where you try and not show the toilet when someone walks into a room. So you'd like have the toilet on the same wall that the door is sometimes, or even like here, just so it's not like bam when you walk in. I think that's like maybe a thing. I'm not sure. I'm not a real life architect. I know it's shocking. Let's just do a cheap shower. I mean, let's be honest. Most of these new off the plan places that are usually expensive are really cheaply made. At least in Australia, they definitely are. To shower there, could we squeeze a bathtub in? I don't think so. No. I mean, technically we could with move objects on, but I don't want to do that. Maybe we'll do a built-in sink area. Actually, I was reading on Reddit. I think it was like an expat subreddit. expat. Is that what I said? And it was so bad. Like, everyone was saying since moving to Australia how appalled they are at how badly new houses are built and new apartments are built. And it's seriously a problem here. Like, I don't know why we don't seem to have any decent regulation of new builds in Australia, but they're not properly insulated. And people from other countries who move here really notice. And they're like, what the heck, Australia? Why are your houses so hot when it's hot and so cold when it's cold? It's like really embarrassing as an Australian. I mean, I don't want people coming here and living here and thinking that this actually looks really good with the black. I quite like it. Okay, this share house is turning out to be way more fancy than I anticipated. I'm sorry. I was really trying not to make it fancy. Oh, and how good is this flooring? This is another slab of concrete, but in the sand color, and it's really pretty. That might have been updated since the Sims 4 Horse Ranch, this color. I know they updated quite a few, and I gotta say, I really like it. You know what? I'm gonna take that shelf out and just put one of these in. Yeah. I don't usually pick rose gold for myself, but it's a color that lots of people really like. Let's do a few guys. Okay, bathroom's looking fairly good. I really love the idea of this bookshelf going right here. But it's expensive. Maybe we just go with this one. Maybe we go with this one. Ooh, or this one. There's so many options. Okay, go. Just pick a shelf. You know what? Let's just do it. We're pivoting. I promise we'll do a share house that's less fancy. But the problem is we're running out of the older buildings to do a share house in. That just looks so good, the color. The color just looks amazing. Yeah, we're really jumping around here, like upstairs, downstairs, upstairs again. Should we put a computer in? I'm gonna leave the computer out. If you move your Sims in, you can put a computer in. This is just being decorated for real estate photos. We're pivoting again. I don't watch Friends, but I always remember seeing a scene where they're like carrying a couch and they keep saying, pivot, pivot. Unless I made that up in my head that that's the scene. This is like the only old thing looking in the apartment. The old looking thing in the apartment. Everything else looks really nice. Hanging plants. Yes. I like this. I don't know why. Just do, okay? A couple of these on the wall. I did live in a share house and I also shared a dorm at uni, and then I also was in kind of a share apartment at uni. So I've done a bit of fair sharing in my time. But I've got to say, as soon as I was able to have my own place, I really, really liked it. I'm someone who needs a little bit of space. Actually, I need lots of space. Like if someone comes and stays, I have like a 2-night maximum. Because I'm such an introvert, it just then becomes stressful. So it's a miracle that I live with James. I seriously thought, oh my gosh, how am I ever gonna live with a partner? Because I only like living by myself. We're gonna have to have 2 houses and like just catch up sometimes. But I don't know, I guess with James, it's just different. So if you have a fear of that, it changed for me when I realized I liked living with James. So there you go. I was telling my mom and sister that I have like a 2-night maximum stay. And they thought it was so funny. They were like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, well, how long can you have someone stay? And they said it really depends on the person. If I had like a big house, sure, you can stay. If I had a guest house, stay for a month if you want to. But in like smaller homes or small apartments, no, it's far too much. Comment below what your maximum is. Maximum amount of time for someone to stay. I'm very curious. Do we have a rose gold here? Not really. We have a champagne gold though. That's quite nice. Ooh, could we use this in a modern apartment? I think we could, but maybe not this apartment. Maybe an upcoming one. Gone to a stage where I like can't put a console table in a house without putting an ottoman underneath. It's just like, I don't know. It's a thing. It's a thing, you guys. I don't know when we started doing this, but it caught on and now it's stuck. It is stuck with us. Oh, this makes me want to go do some gardening, but it's cold outside and I'm playing Sims. No, they wouldn't have books here. What would they have here? No, not that. Fashion forward Sims, always on the go. They would have their shoes at the front door. We need clutter kit. Bring in the clutter kit. Phone and keys, perfect. With a fun case. We've moved away from just a house furnished by a real estate agent to someone lives here again. It happened quickly. Maybe the dining table should be black. It means this needs to be a different color. Yeah, that's nice. With lighter chairs. Cartel ghost chairs, anyone? Fashion district. How much are these? 75 each. It's not the worst, but it's certainly not the best. These peach ones are quite nice. Maybe we do peach. I don't like them with the black table. Do any of these work? No, that's too much. Those actually look pretty good. This is a good size down. Oh yeah, that looks cute. Can we do that over the dining table as well? Oh, the roof is strange up there. Is that like because of the ceiling tile? No, that's a lighting issue, I think. Can we do a concrete roof up here? Oh, we can only do this section. Oh, yeah, all right, I see what's going on. I understand. Well, I don't think there's actually much we can do about that, unfortunately. What kind of painting do we want to have here? This is very like fashion, but it's too fashion. What about like, well, this is really high-end fancy. That's beautiful, but again, fancy. What about this? This one's good. This is like a canvas print. Could cost a lot, could also not cost a lot. Question is, does anything go there? I mean, we could change the rug just to a neutral. The rug that I really like that's a neutral is surprisingly expensive, if I remember correctly. But I always really love using it because it just goes with everything. What the heck is it? Oh, laundry day. Oh, what am I talking about? It's only 110. Yeah, this is a really good rug. It's just like neutral color, can't go wrong. Seeming as though we have a plant coming down over the table, perhaps a plant on the table is a little much. So why don't we go for a nice simple tea light candle? Like this one from Dine Out. It's perfect. We're a big fan of tea light candles in my family. It's like tradition to light a candle, a little tea light at the dining table. Have dinner or tea, or if it's a special occasion. This is how we do it. Do, 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 do. Sorry. It was a really sunny day today, so I'm in happy mood. What do we put here? Like, feels like you'd have some kind of storage. That's another thing. A lot of apartments in general, old and new. Let's be honest, all apartments seem to have such little storage. When we do like a more realistic share house, we definitely need to use this because this is the IKEA shelf. Yeah, I almost feel like there should be like a pillar here or something, or like there's not enough structure to this room. Put it in line with this wall. But then that just is strange. Ooh, what about some built-in shelves like that? That's pretty cool. Yeah, that works. Okay, moving upstairs. So now we're just gonna do the bedrooms. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the rest of this, how it's looking. Once we put this on a slight angle. Oh, we're gonna do the outdoor patio. Totally forgot about the balcony. So out here, you know, simple barbecue. Barbecue culture is massive in so many places in the world. Australia, we love our barbecues, and so do many other places. So we gotta have a barbecue. We can do just an outdoor setting over here and maybe a couple of yoga items. And it would be rude not to have a few pot plants. And it's surprisingly difficult to place objects on this decking area. That's pretty. Oh no, now I can't pick up my other palm tree thing. Oh, I like those. I've actually been looking into planters to put on the balcony in Sydney. I really want to grow my lettuce in Sydney when we're up there, but we don't have a garden space. I was like, I'm sure I can grow it on a balcony. It's gonna find the right spot where the lettuce won't get too overwhelmed. Okay, so that's that. I think we should save because we don't want to lose anything. The main bedroom, I was thinking of having this soft green color in there, and maybe the other one we could have the soft blue. Maybe we do it for the whole room and then have a feature wall. The bricks seem a little harsh to have in a bedroom. Why don't we do these instead? For some reason, I feel like the flooring should be going that way as well. Love this bed. I just really like the doona cover and the pillows. We call them doona covers in Australia. Ooh, we could even do like the matching green. That's very fancy. Too nice. Even though the table's cheap, it's 45 simoleons, it just looks expensive, you know? But we should keep that in mind as another option for when we use this bed as a great side table to go with it. When I was living in a share house, I had a bedside table that was like the wooden steps from IKEA. They're like little steps that you can buy for $15. I had them on one side as a bedside table, and then on my other side I had a lamp because it was cheaper to buy a lamp instead of, you know, 2 bedside tables. This also gives me a more affordable IKEA vibe because they have those paper lamps at IKEA too. Cute. Just maybe do the same rug in here as downstairs, although it's pretty big. Just size it down at the end of the bed. I love these tapestries. They're just so cute. Do they look pretty? Just get some clothing mess from high school years. Very useful. And then we need some clutter, makeup clutter. Where is that ring light mirror? Is it in lighting? Well, I found it. Why are you glitching out under here? Ah, we got another one of those hiding. And then this is asking for a full-length mirror on it. My favorite's this Eco one. Can fit a bookshelf in there too. And then for this room, I quite like this bed. And it's like on the cheaper side of options in the catalog. Again, we'll do 1 table, 1 light, plant on the other side. Maybe this sim likes to have something above their bed. Although the bed head is pretty spectacular. I don't think they need anything above it, actually. They should probably have a different rug. This one's from the Book Nook kit. They do need a full-length mirror, though. Maybe the full length can fit here with this next to it. Yeah, that's nice. We'll do the pinky color. Then they've got their wardrobe over here. They could match the blue walls, actually. That's just a bit of fun. Color match is the best. Ooh, it's a tough call. This one, this one. I think that one technically does, but I think this one looks the best. Okay, so that means we have finished our renovation of this apartment. Let's do a grand tour. So just to refresh our memories, this is what the exterior of the building looks like. There are no traits or challenges for this lot. And when you walk in, there's this black shelf. We've got our elongated room. Unfortunately, the roof is a bit glitchy. I think this whole lot is a little bit glitchy, but we're just gonna have to work past that. I mean, even the door is glitchy right now. But this is cute under the staircase if you just ignore the door. I love that. I love that pattern. We were a little bit experimental with the kitchen counters, and I think this is a good one to remember that they look really good paired together. The Dream Home Decorator counter with the Snowy Escape one. And this is our beautiful balcony area, complete with a barbecue, yoga mat, and greenery. That flooring would probably get really hot because the black tracks the sun. And this is our lounge room. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think we made a good decision with putting the lounge room in this section. And it just looks very comfy. I really love the couch we picked too. It brings a lot of color into the room. Lovely little study nook. Yeah, some good colors. And then we've got a little powder room in here. Very nice. Hopefully no one can see you through that window. You might want to put a curtain up. Oh, I need to fix that wall because I did the exact same thing that I criticized at the beginning. So I will fix that. But we go up the stairs. Again, I think the stair placement is in a better spot. Love that shelf. Okay, let's go left. This is a main bathroom with a shower. And then this is the secondary bedroom. Beautiful big windows, stunning view. It's really cute. You know, at the start, we really struggled with this floor plan of the bedrooms, but I think we pulled it together. Like, this looks really nice. If this was my bedroom, I'd be stoked. And then moving into the other bedroom, this would be the main bedroom because it's a little bit bigger and it's got its ensuite. So there's the bathroom. It's nice and refreshing to some different colors in this apartment, you know, all the sandy colors, contrasting with the black and then the rose gold, which I never really use. And that's really thanks to our reference images at the start. And then we've got this room, which I think is very nice too. And this part looks a little bit more lived in. So, you know, the bedrooms turned out really good. Sometimes you just gotta furnish the place and it just brings the whole thing together. It's gonna fix those doors and I got a wallpaper. Might even do those bricks on both sides there. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you would like to subscribe, please do so and turn on that notification bell. You can also become a member for bonus videos. Click the link in the description down below to check that out. And thank you so much to my beautiful members for all of your support. I really appreciate it. It makes a massive difference to running my channel. So thank you guys very, very much. I hope you are all having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world. And I cannot wait to speak to y'all soon. Dag dag!